Welcome once more, ladies and gentlemen, and beings of all ages. The show continues once more. Welcome, as our heroes continue their operations within Korvosa. Of course, there's hints of something sinister going on. Perhaps someone has pretended to be a royal physician, or, much more sinisterly, it could be that they've been infiltrated by cultists. Which is the truth? Well, some eyes, some ears, and some brains are needed to figure out where these supposed royal doctors that are working with a necromancer really are, and if they're involved with this plague. So join us once more as the show continues, and we begin once more the Crimson Queen. And hello, everybody. Yes, it's the time for the Crimson Queen. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. It is windy a little bit out.
It's windy.
I unmuted
windy
all
day.
of it.
Good. I was about to say unmute check.
I did it
and then I heard lightnings speak, so I stopped.
I was well on top of it today for once. I do have to move Twitch chat to where I can actually see it, because on all my screens that I have arranged everything, because I forgot to do that. But yes, if you missed last week, they went to a party. It was to die for, or technically it's everybody had died at the party.
Yeah, we killed a lot of people, but they weren't people anymore, so
They
it's
were
okay.
already dead.
Yeah, they were like horrible abomination zombies, and therefore deserved it.
Actually, they weren't that bad because it turned out they just used Sculpt Corpse on them.
Well, no, they were zombies.
Yes, but they weren't plague zombies at least.
They weren't corpse or plague zombies.
So yeah,
they weren't as bad as we thought.
And you found this nice elf lady who has the greatest mentality of everyone in the city. And you turned her over to the cops. I mean, guards.
You mean Pathfinder Harley Quinn?
And she kinda is.
Not kinda, she pretty much is. She's even wearing a Harlequin outfit.
Look, Paizo was trying something back when they wrote this. I don't know what.
For her to be Harley Quinn, she would have to be in Gelt where Pathfinder Batman exists.
He does. Because
we have a vigilante in the city.
We have Jack Black in the city.
So the actual iconic vigilante is just Batman. He lives in Gelt.
He kind of is, unfortunately.
He's just red Batman.
He's just Batman, except he's red.
Batman. Oh,
Batman's
so much
in a red
edgier.
outfit.
Well, there was an alternative Batman that stole Flash's powers that became evil, and he had a red costume.
I don't know if that counts as a red Batman, actually. Unlike, because it's just Batman but red. Anyway, so yeah. And you met with Cressida, and you learned of, after discussion. So right now, there's two teams. There's, of course, team, we're going to distract people and go in and talk with things. And team, I guess, sneaky?
Which one seems sneaky?
I don't know.
I'm not sneaky.
I'm not sneaky.
I don't know what your plan was for the team. Might not be sneaky. There was Team A and Team B.
So the Team A was going in as clerics of Pharasma.
With some clerics of Pharasma. You did have some help.
Yeah, with the clerics of Pharasma, so they were going in with them, and then we were going in under in order to inform the guy that something happened. What happened? Hold on, let me look at this.
I believe you are going to talk to him about cultists.
Right, we're going to tell him about that the cult that we find evidence of cult activity behind them.
So we've got Team A and Team B.
So
And
we
you're
were going with Cressida, right?
No! You're going on your own.
Oh, okay. So the three... well... Yeah, okay.
So there's team Phrasman's clean up the bodies and team
Yep.
talk to a doctor. So I guess
I'm on team talk to a doctor.
which team wants to go first? Like
Second
actually
question.
goes first inside. Oh sorry, this is just
Excellent question.
maximize that. I did. Thought it wasn't.
I vote the other team.
Yeah.
So team talk to a doctor would go first. So certainly the building outside, it's out from the outside, it looks like a warehouse. It's what it's converted from. It's in an area of warehouses. You can't really get beyond that entire thing. The building is very nondescript from the outside, and there is a...
Good thing it is in a full moon.
I got that.
Warehouse.
I know, it took me a minute, and it hurt my soul, but I got that. Anyway, the front door is closed.
I mean, we were told by Cressida at least that we were coming, right?
No! You were told to
They
go
weren't-
find... Like,
Okay.
Cressida had a general idea where they were operating out of, but didn't really know exactly, so you had to ask around to find out for sure.
Okay.
She just knows that none of her guards have been here. The only people that have theoretically been here are doctors, physicians, and Grey Maidens. If the Grey Maidens. You don't even know if they've been here.
Also, you just remember, you guys have my whistle, so if anything happens, blow on it, and only I will be able to hear. Plus every dog in the neighborhood.
Indeed. So, I believe it's you, Khandes, and was Tavel with you then? 3 of you?
Yes. The three of
Yeah.
us, yes.
Alright, well, you're at the front door of this building. It's nondescript. The door is closed. And you really
I
can't...
knock.
Okay. There's no response.
I knock again.
No response.
Is this like a front door?
Yes.
I check the handle.
It's unlocked.
Well, I was trying to be polite, but I guess we can just go in. If
Well,
no
yeah,
one
no,
cares.
that's what I'm like, after you knock twice and no one responds, I'm just
Yeah.
like, we can open up and yell in.
Mhm.
If you're just gonna open it up, just walk in.
Well, I don't want to just be completely rude. Hello, is anybody home? Was that you coughing, or was that actually coughing in game?
Coughing in game.
Okay. I guess I'll start heading towards the coughing sound.
It's beyond the doors.
Well, I opened the door.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you opened the door?
Yeah, and I yelled in.
Oh,
Yeah,
you don't
that's
have
what
to yell in. It's hello. It's an entryway to, like, a hospital kind of area inside. That's why they
okay.
didn't respond to a knock.
Okay, so I
Because no one in a hospital is going to respond to a knock.
do a knock. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
normally hospitals have glass doors and you can see a receptionist on the other side.
true. But you are now in what appears to be some kind of reception room. You
Also,
are
working
hit,
at a business,
Yeah.
sometimes people do knock for some
true.
reason.
weirdly enough, yes, that's true. You're hit with the smell of alcohol and medicine as you kind of, enter here. Very typical of hospices, of course, and morgues. There's a long wooden desk and a stained leather curtain beyond it, in an archway. You can hear muffled moans from the room beyond. So there's like a desk with a woman behind it. And there is a number of individuals kind of huddled along the walls here in chairs. very obviously suffering from the blood veil, and many of them looking really awful. The woman is currently just kind of sitting. She seems to be writing something down. You'll notice that she has very thick leather gloves and seems to be wearing like a very thick mask, or maybe layers of masks on her face. And she's quite large and burly.
What race is she?
Human.
Okay. Large and burly made me think she could have been like a half-orc or something. Okay.
Yes.
Hello. We are seeking for a conversation with one of the
She's just gonna push a page forward, and then pull out like an ink pen and be like, "Write your names on the list, and we'll put you in order." She gets back to whatever she's writing.
We are not injured.
Or sick.
We just seek a discussion with one of the doctors.
She kind of looks up with this like look that she just doesn't really seem to like, really. And she gets back to what she's doing.
I put my name down.
We were sent by Cressida Croft to talk to. Name down somewhere.
My job is to check people in. You're just getting checked in. Put your name on, and you can wait in the list of everyone else.
I didn't
Yeah, I'm staying away from anyone coughing.
Davalis. We're here to speak to Davalis. There we go. Sorry, I found his name.
I don't think she cares.
She seems incredibly disinterested in anything you have to say.
How long is the wait?
As long as it takes. Not my business. Just take a seat. There's some free over there. You can sit next to tonight's plague victims.
Oh, well, okay, wait, hold on. No. Wait, did you say the chairs were occupied? I've missed that part.
There's some chairs on either side of the room, and there's about 6 horribly suffering plague victims looking to be administered here.
Oh, okay. I go and stand by the door.
It at least affects dragons, which is what Ivona, Ada is. So it affects humanoids in general. I don't know about other animals, actually.
It probably does.
So you're gonna kind of stand by the door?
Wait, we would... Actually, they would know by now if it affects animals.
I personally I'm unaware off the top of my head.
I'm just going to try to find a place to stand not near any plague victims.
Okay. Alright,
That's why I said I'm standing over by the door. But also,
yeah, but that's where they're going to be coming in, so I'm like...
Well, yeah, but there's also the point where it's like you kind of stand by the area with fresh air.
Alright, so you'll be waiting for a while. How's the secondary team? How long are you waiting?
Sorry, I'm looking at spells.
I don't know, like I said, are we on like an official visit?
Not really.
Oh, fair enough.
The idea was that since the Church of Pharasma is generally in charge of taking care of bodies and final rites, certainly they haven't heard anything directly about what's being taken care of with these bodies. It's assumed that most likely they'd be burned, but they wanted to, basically, you've kind of having them do an official thing about it, it's sort of like, it's assumed that they don't need to do an official thing, really, but you're kind of going on under within the guise of actually officially checking in.
Okay. I think we just go in.
Sure.
With because we have some Pharasma clerics with us, right?
Yeah, you got like 3 clerics with you. We'll say.
Easy enough.
So the 5 of you will kind of saunter in, past your allies who are seemingly standing around in a waiting room full of sick people, up to this this lady who kind of like looks up as your group enters, just kind of like looks over you, for like half a minute and then kind of pushes this paper forward, puts an ink pen down, as put your names on the list. We'll get to you soon.
Bureaucracy is the death of all humankind.
I will sign my name.
Wait, so are they there now too?
We're going to a different place.
Oh, is it the same place?
It's the same place.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I wave as you walk in.
Hi.
I sit away from the group and make no eye contact. To maintain the guise, I do not know these people.
After about
That's
20
fair.
minutes, a couple of
Welcome, new citizen of the Empire.
a couple of Queen's physicians will come out and escort one of the sick patients back behind the leather curtain into the room where you can hear coughing and wheezing and stuff from behind the leather curtain. The nurse will kind of like give some birth to the person that's being moved inside, certainly. And then we'll get back to sitting down afterwards. If you want to wait, it will take quite a while. I'm going to tell you that.
I have a very important question.
Sure.
What is the sort of the environment of this like warehouse kind of deal? Like, I'm assuming there's rafters and stuff.
Theoretically, it is a tall warehouse.
Okay.
It does have seemingly a third story where it looks like there may be some offices on one part of the building. But other than that, it's like a vaulted 2-story warehouse, it looks like otherwise.
I whisper to my stoat, who understands me and can speak to me at this point. He has 9 intelligence.
So smart.
And I will send him to climb the rafters and scout the layout of the building.
Okay.
And I will, while doing this, while waiting, I will use my link to look through it to, like, I gotta look up what link it is. Here,
Please do.
Pathfinder. I think it's, should they see?
It might just be the you see what they see, not you control them. Because I think at later levels, you can actually basically take control of them.
Yeah, I'll basically do my empathetic link, so if the stoat feels any, like, fear or anxiety, I will call it back that way.
Okay. So, yeah, you'll keep with the feelings of your stoke. Can you
Okay.
roll a stealth check for me?
Yeah, I'll roll a stealth check for Jeffrey.
I will look some things up because I gotta figure
find
out some
his
information.
stealth.
It should be
You can
pretty
do
high
it
'cause he's
fast.
tiny, right?
It's not incorrectly. What is the small bonus to stealth?
Oh, it's like a.
Is it
plus
small
4
or
plus 6.
tiny?
He's tiny.
Then it's +8.
Plus
Oh,
8.
wow.
Okay, I gotta. So it's not set up properly on this sheet.
I don't remember if the sheet automatically does the bonuses when you set the size. or
It
not.
doesn't.
Okay. Because I know I had to make it familiar at one time.
Okay.
I need
Well,
another first level spell prepared.
It's a
I have-
15.
Ooh.
And that was with Dex bonus.
That is with his dex bonus.
Okay. And you're not trained at it, so you wouldn't have a bonus to it. But did you... Does it get skill points?
I don't know. The familiar page is actually pretty badly laid out.
It has whatever the stat of the stoat or weasel or whatever would have. It has those skills.
Alright,
And then
I'm
I
gonna
believe
put
any
weasel
skills
stuff.
you have, it also has.
Yes,
I'm
it would
gonna
use
use
your...
What is weasel in this list?
So...
It has because basically it's like it uses one of-
Weasels get a...
Oh, I'm sorry. He has a plus 14 to stealth. So add
Ooh.
14.
Yeah.
The sheet is
so-
set up wrong. I don't know why the sheet is set up this wrong. I just dragged a weasel sheet in.
Yeah.
It was so wrong.
Because it does have a racial modifier of 4 plus the 8 from size plus 2 from Dex.
Yeah,
I have
don't
no
know
idea
if
what
it's
it's.
proficient.
I don't know what it spent its 1 skill point on. Maybe climb because it has. No, it's got a climb speed. So.
There's a climb speed.
Let me
Oh.
see if I can find.
Oh, maybe climb because its strength is like 3. That's why.
It is
Yeah,
a
like-
weasel.
Or-
I had to
one
do reverse
escape
math
artist?
to figure
God,
out.
don't know.
Anyways, that's a 29.
Anyway, so I'm just gonna roll a d20 here. Let's just roll a couple d20s here and just see what I get. Okay. All right. So the weasel will go in, scout for a while, and eventually come back. I'll say by the time it comes back, another person has been taken in. So now you're down to 4 people in there, in front of your group. Hide it! I've seen stuff. Yes. What do you want to know?
Has it seen what they're... How many people are in this building?
Ooh,
Like patients. 6 people.
Many.
Okay.
I could not count.
How many doctors did you see?
There
Like
were.
people walking around.
He's like gonna count on his paw. 4 people with the bird faces looking after them over in that big room there. There were also some people in shiny metal armor. There were 2 down, seemingly watching a door, and then 2 up in like walkways above.
Okay.
There were other doors, but none that had shiny people in front of them.
Okay, can he describe the way to the shiny door? With the door with the shiny people.
Yes, it's in the back of the main room. So it's just he would mention that there is, from this leather thing, there's the main room, which is this giant room filled with people that are sick. There is a door in the back, like almost straight back from where you are, that's not guarded. Kind of to the right, there's another 2 doors, and one large door, aka a double door, has the 2, basically, people watching it. They do seem to be kind of like watching the room too, but they are like in front of this double door. So the single doors and stuff.
What are the other Pharasman like clerics doing?
Honestly speaking, probably giving out rights to the people that are sick here.
I would be with them while the weasel would be scouting.
Just giving out like prayers and rights to the people that are facing death, just in case, kind of things.
Yeah.
So the weasel does have a 9 intelligence.
He has a 9 intelligence,
which isn't too bad. He just couldn't count all the
sorry.
people. He can say that there does seem to be a cooking area in the big room with all the people.
Your weasel has 1 rank in escape artist. 'Cause it's a +3.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 from Dex, +1 from its proficiency.
True.
Oh, that's right.
Because everything else is +8.
It's a
so...
math. Okay.
And it's
Yeah,
allowed
you
the
have to.
and because it's like tiny, I think it can use its like dex to climb or something like that.
I think it's... Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's something like weird like that they do, like with tricks with like tiny creatures.
Yeah, I had to look up... I'm like staring at the stat block. I go, this is Dex, this is Dex. So I think it has a +8 from size to acrobatics and climb. No, the climb speed gives it the plus bonus.
Your weasel can tell you there is the room across is a back room and it isn't quite closed up all the way. It seems to be probably where it would describe it to you. It's the loading dock. So the loading dock is this back room that's to the like a little bit to the left and almost straight back from the leather tarp door right here. And so you would assume from the positioning of the 3rd floor, either the double doors or the single door, that is the double doors where the guards are, or the single door next to there, is most likely one of those leads up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
You're not sure which, because they're both closed, and the weasels, like, I guess they could kind of try to squeeze in there, but it wasn't really, like, doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, it'd be a little hard. Okay. Because I'm just gonna be with the priests, doing right, I assume Zardris is going to follow me to do that. I'll kind of whisper to Zardris to kind of keep an eye out and watch where, like, guards and doctors go.
Sure, I'm technically perceptive. Well, I'm persuasive too, but that was not what I was thinking of.
Alright, so, Team 1, how long are you actually going to wait here?
I mean, how long has it been?
An hour, and 2 people have gone in.
Oh, and you said there was like 12?
No, there was 6. So there's still 4 more that haven't gone.
3 more hours.
I mean, I could attempt to try to actually persuade the nurse to actually let us just see who we need to see.
Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Yes, it'd be a good idea. I don't like sitting here is fine, but I'd rather be productive.
Yeah. What was the doctor's name again?
Davalis.
Davalis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna walk back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, excuse me. I know you're very busy. I know your time is precious.
She kind of give you a kind of sigh and like look up towards you with like that kind of like a very condescending look.
Yeah. You really just need to see Davalis. It was Davalis, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We really just need to speak to Davalis just for a moment. We are on official business. Would it be possible just to pop in and speak with them for just a moment?
Go ahead and roll your diplomacy. Pretty good, okay. She's actually going to take a kind of like look around the room for a moment and kind of like sigh deeply. Way too many of you. Alright, let me talk to someone.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's us 3 technically are the ones together.
Yeah.
There are still 12 people in here right now.
Yeah.
The room is filled up and she's got... It's just like, she's just like, God damn it, there's way too many people in here.
Oh, I see what she means. Okay, like, there's too many people and we don't actually need treatment, so we'd get better, you know.
She just seems really annoyed with, like, you know, your presence there. She'll go back for a moment. And she'll kind of then, like, come back in a few minutes. Take a seat. Be like, one of the doctors will be here to take you to go see the head doctor in a few minutes. Just wait. They'll take care of it. They're going to inform them that you want to talk to them.
Thank you very much. I'll walk away and leave her be now.
Okay. A little bit
It's also the 2 people who take up like a bunch of extra space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit later, one of the Queen's physicians will come in on their own and kind of look around. The nurse will kind of like point out you 3, and he'll be like, "You 3, come with me."
Point out the anime characters with blue hair.
I will follow.
Now you do get a sight of the sick ward, and it really is that. It is the insides of a massive warehouse converted over. Certainly, this place here just reeks alcohol, sickness, waste. There are tight rows of low stained cots crammed on stone floors halls. Every bill is filled with someone. Men, women of all walks of life, groaning, wheezing, and they're all sick for the blood veil. And certainly whatever suffering they're having now is just multiplied by this echoing chamber. This place is just... This is the essence of plague right in front of all of you, and it is a very dirty, unpleasant kind of place. Certainly. Yeah. And certainly, with the vaulted ceiling, you can see that there are catwalks above. So you see there are 3 other doctors with their Aven masks, seemingly working around, checking on people. You can easily overhear they're saying very, like, they're, like, giving some kind of stuff to people and, like, saying some stuff, reassuring them they're trying their best and things like that. You can see the kind of kitchen area where it looks like probably make some food for these people. And, of course, then you see the 2 Grey Maidens seemingly separated out from everybody in the back. So, like, the kitchen kind of separates out the sick people from where the Grey Maidens are standing next to these double doors. And you'll be actually accompanied to the single door next to there and taken up 2 flights of stairs. Leading up there, let me just make sure I got the right one here. Yes. The warehouse, as it was, gives way to a room that is very different from below. It's got beige tile and whitewash hall of this floor when you get up to the 3rd floor. There are double doors into here, engraved with images of rampant gazelles standing to the south. And you can see that this was like a fine, like, door that has some chips and little scores where it's been used a lot. But obviously when this warehouse is done, this office area was made to be very extravagant. You will see that there are 2 Grey Maidens standing guard here. And, let me just, that seemingly are guarding the doors here. And, coming up from, where the 2 Grey Maidens that were down on the 1st floor actually accompanied you too. So they'll come in and take the place of the 2 that are by the doors you just entered, and the other 2 will move to the opposite side of the room. So now there are 4 Grey Maidens in here.
Okay.
And after a little bit, that position will kind of let you kind of sit down in this kind of, like, chamber here with some seating, and will, like, take his leave and head back downstairs. And after a few minutes coming out from the doors on the opposite side will be Rainier DeVals, the doctor, again.
Surprised they didn't take our weapons.
I mean, people know of you enough, at this point in time.
That's fair.
So you are known enough, and probably known within the Grey Maidens too, definitely. So there's some recognition.
We're known enough to, like, know that we're probably not going to be Daryl. We're probably not going to murder this guy.
How can I help you today? I'm sorry that I have to keep this short. I'm quite busy. Of course, as you may realize from seeing below. But
Quite understandable.
I'm here. What is it that you have come seeking my audience?
Discovered the source of the plague.
The source?
Yes.
I had some suspects about the possible sources. There was, rumors of a sunken plague vessel in the waters, and also I had heard tales of, actually, a number of, lycanthrope in the sewers that were, worshipping, Glounder, the parasitic deity.
Those were red herrings.
Can I sense motive on that?
Sure. Please do.
Bang.
I mean, he speaks of, like, that's what he thinks about.
I know, I'm just like, oh, I've heard of this. Like, I was just making sure it wasn't, I've heard of this. Like, I know the actual source, but I've heard of it. That's, like, he's playing off that that's what I was
I had suspicions that these sewer-dwelling lycanthropes were involved with spreading it, I didn't know if they were the initial source, but it seemed like that perhaps they were amplifying the issue. We were finding problems with dispersal throughout the city that were seemingly unexplained to a degree.
Well, the source, while the plague ship itself was probably not the source, it had something to do with the source.
The initial infections, you mean? It makes sense, it's a ship of plague. But, again, as much as it is great for individuals such as yourself to learn about the source and perhaps cut it off, my problems has been dealing with the disease itself. Perhaps you could take care of those lycanthropes. I could offer a reward if you would go seek them out. They're rats or something like that.
The guard already had us dispose of their leader.
Did you find anything to their dark deity? They might have some idea about the disease then, or at least learned enough about it.
Ones that were seeking to cause mischief do not appear to be worshipping, or do not appear to...
I'll put the name in chat here for the deity.
Yeah. I make her like a religion
Clownder.
check to know.
You can roll a religion check. Sure.
Even untrained, is that a nice 10? Is that a 10 check?
I don't know if this one's a 10. I'm gonna be honest. This is
Okay, then. I won't roll it.
Yeah, I don't have enough in religion. I have 0, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a demigod. Yeah, you probably wouldn't know that. So.
Yeah, okay. We did not... I am unfamiliar with if they were worshipping this flounder. I have not necessarily heard of that deity myself. No,
then perhaps
the other...
Perhaps it was a failure that your mission. You may have eliminated the arms of them, but not the brain. They could still be out there spreading their filth.
Is he? Okay, do I feel like he's trying to divert from the plague ship? Because I mentioned the plague ship was like a potential, like related to the source, and now he's talking about the rats.
Yes and no. From the way he's brought this about, he's like, sure, the way he's stated it is his concern was that there has been like the plague ship might not have spread it on its own. He's blaming this to it, at least from the words he's been saying. Yes.
I didn't write down in the notes the name of the deity, but I would note that the people were that the plague ship guy had the necklace too, but we found out, we were told. So what was it again?
Orgathwa.
Oh yeah, Orgathwa. No, see, the plague ship, it had a it had on it worshippers of Orgathwa.
Okay. Roll me a sense motive for a second, Jared. I just want to see what you rolled this time.
I'll roll a 2 just for the hell of it.
Mm-hmm.
Roll better than a 5. Okay, 24, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you only have a +5. I have a +13 to sense motive. And you rolled better than me with a +5.
Okay.
Barely.
You can obviously see as soon as you mention that, there's kind of like a tick in his face for a second, and certainly like his attitude changes rapidly. Like he's like, it's like a different thing of like surprised, you know. Definitely you've surprised him with that. Really? Gotha, you say? Interesting.
Yes.
Are you sure? And they didn't... You what do you believe, that they didn't all die with the ship, then?
The ship had... When we searched the ship, there was only one person on it. Everyone else had left. There was There was only one dead body.
Just one. It would be unusual for a ship to be piloted by more than one, or at least only one person.
And they were on the lower levels. They would have obviously been able to steer the ship from down there.
Based on what we saw, they seem to have suffered a head wound, which is probably why they weren't able to leave.
Look, it seems that you've stumbled on something that seems a lot more dangerous than all of this. And certainly the Orgothans are a dangerous individuals to be put into this entire problem. But I have been giving some things some thought. In my attempts to come up with a cure for the plague has been quite undaunted. But I'm also a realist. I've tried to keep up with my work, but more and more I've been thinking about some thoughts. Maybe, since you all seem practical and you do wish to do the best for this city, then maybe my thoughts are more than just that. You're on a crusade to save the city, yes? Perhaps it's foolhardy.
We wish to do what we can. While we are not experts in curing diseases, and I think you will do a better job of that, the making certain that no one remains too confused. But if the sources continue to be spread by individuals belonging to an Orgothan cult, then, well, the disease will continue to potentially indefinitely.
I shall do my best to ensure it does not get out of hand. It will be controlled. And?
But if the source is not eliminated, this is in fact spread by people, it will have to be dealt with. We wanted to let you know that
look,
this is probably...
They are foolish and will show themselves. Let the disease run its course. I will do my best to ensure that any mad plans they have for killing everyone will not get out of hand. But as a realist, I do understand that disease brings the balance to the world. And many great civilizations have grown and prospered out of such great things like this. As much as these dark days are facing Korvosa, it will be stronger at the end. And I would be proud to put myself with you here in its defense.
We were wondering, I was wondering, you mentioned that there were sources, that the disease cropped up in places without seeming, without easy way of, well, it popped up in several places without easy transfer. Do you perhaps know where they might have cropped up? That may help us track down this cult.
Unfortunately, I have very little information on that. I'm going to tell you now, on that statement, like, he seems very impassionate up till now, but that statement, he seems to be holding something back. It's not like it's a complete lie, but he's definitely holding something back there.
Because he did mention, he's like, oh yes, it cropped up a few times where we couldn't explain. We think the rats are behind it, is what he said.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, now that I'm like, oh.
I mean, he also did just, like, preach to you some really dark ideas.
I agree. There's definitely some sus going on.
Well, while Ada is talking to him, I want to just kind of, like, scan the room with my eyes and see if I might see anything odd or any symbols to take note of.
Certainly in this room you will not see anything. Other than that there are 4 Grey Maidens positioned, like, at the 4 corners watching you.
Right. Well, that's why I was just wanting to look and not, like, obviously try to walk around.
Yes.
Can I tell if the Grey Maidens are reacting to any of this?
They are not.
Okay.
I will tell you they are
being
not.
Stone-faced professionals. Okay.
Whether they know anything or not, they're not responding. And the fact that they are in full plate mail also helps to, like, hide if their faces say anything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't tell by faces, but there are, like, movements,
Body
like,
language.
people
The body
stopping
language at
and,
least
you
does
know.
not reveal anything, I will say.
But that is also a little easier to train out of someone.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit. Well, we thought you'd want to know that information at least.
Well, of
just in
course, that
case you
information
find
is
any-
very helpful to know.
if you
Right
find
people have to
any-
be informed.
If maybe a patient or something mentions a person who gave them a disease or something.
I'm going to tell you, when he said the right people have to be informed, he had this look about his face.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was actually not thinking it was going to be this guy. I was going to think it was going to be other people.
I'm going to tell you...
Nope, it's this guy.
No, I'm going to tell you. I rolled a 1 on his bluff.
This man is.
God.
I'm gonna eat this man.
I rolled a 1 on this guy's bluff. And he has plus a lot.
Oops.
Okay.
He is giving up some
I-
secrets.
I have a question. Are they like in an office while doing this, or?
They're theoretically in one of the
Yeah.
offices. The 3 offices,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, your guys' job is to find out who
The
else
2
might
or
be
3
involved.
office rooms, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the idea was that you guys were supposed to find out if, like, you could find out who was involved among, like, the staff, whereas we're like. Is the
You'll
head
also
guy
notice
involved?
that
We
he
should figure
seems to
that
be,
out.
like, he seems to have his one hand in a pocket where he's kind of, like, playing with something in the pocket.
He has the undead demon hand.
He's gonna eat it.
Don't eat the
I mean,
fingers.
He might have
might
a, sending
have a
stone or
symbol,
whatever the equivalent
Or he
is.
might have a symbol of Orgatha in his pocket.
I don't think
Did
he's that stupid.
Did I
honestly,
see
but
them
Maybe.
go up with him, or get escorted in that
I think
way?
we left.
You would
before them?
you would have you would have seen the 3 of them escort out of the room. So,
I would have
you-
had my weasel follow.
Okay. So
Uh,
the weasel could have entered the room. I will give your weasel a chance to head in the door he opened before.
okay.
You know, because the weasel would have been with them. And could check stuff out over
What am I
there.
rolling for that?
Just roll me a stealth check in general.
Okay.
You have a plus 14.
Plus 14.
Okay.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
To 27.
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
I want to see if I see it. Oh.
A master of stealth.
I
I'd
just
have a
realized I
hard
only have a
time
plus
seeing
6.
that
I couldn't have gotten it with this.
The
Nope.
invisible weasel.
So you didn't. None of you noticed the
7.
weasel kind of slip inside to the other room.
Tavel's
I
in.
raised my
Tavel notices a weasel.
I raised my intimidation and sense motive over my perception.
31,
Have the
31
weasel
weasel sense.
observe.
Mhm.
But also like.
Okay.
It's being super sus.
So I'm gonna tell you, you will get like low levels of distress from your weasel.
Oh shit. Distress.
Not like, you know, like, oh my god, I'm getting murder distress, but like,
Mhm.
you know, like, ah, what the hell did I just see? Kind of distress.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So back to the conversation with Tavalis. He'll be like, look, I understand you wish to save individuals, and we are doing best to stem the tide and keep the deaths at a minimum. But these deaths are going to happen. And we will let these people feel some semblance of safety before they pass. And once all of it is done, the city will be better. Korvosa will be a new and better city, reborn. and we could all be parts of that. Certainly I've heard stories of you and your exploits. You've once before had favor of the Queen. I could put in a good word and have you continue to assist us. Protecting the city.
Well, if you hear anything, basement or something, we don't have much to go on. All we know is that there was a dead man on the boat with the symbol of Argotha. Nothing
Of course.
else.
I will make sure to tell all of my fellow workers here of what you have seen.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm by the way, I am just trying to make it sound like all we got was that they had a symbol of Argotha on them, so we know Argotha might be involved.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to make it sound like, at least.
Oh, so want to smash this guy in the face.
There does seem to be just a little bit of like something in his voice that cracks a little bit towards the end there, and he's like, "Well, I should really get back to my work. As much as I do feel it is a little difficult and perhaps foolhardy, I still am going to keep up with my job and try to find a cure. I am a consummate professional on such things."
Yes, you're doing good work.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time.
He'll leave out and then like
Before he leaves,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have the weasel
Mm-hmm.
scurry to him,
Mm-hmm.
deliver a touch spell.
Okay.
Can he please make me a fortitude save?
You're touching this man unwillingly?
All right. Let me roll a d20 then for this man.
This is gonna be interesting.
Alright.
This man's a cursed man. That's 2 nat
Okay.
ones.
Alright. I have to read this spell very quickly.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I have the picture up. There you go, everybody. You can see it's a nat 1.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna roll a d6.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing to this poor man?
Nothing good.
Madness?
He's paralyzed for 3 rounds. Find what's in his pocket.
He falls over. Just like down. The Grey Maidens like stand up and like like like
shit,
two
that's right.
like
Weasel
it looks as like
away.
it's like they like. Granted, she's away from you. They're like, did you do something to him?
No.
No, we were
don't
just
know what
leaving.
happened
I'm
to
gonna
the
have
man.
the weasel dig in his pocket.
Okay,
Yeah,
All right.
no.
There.
sure.
Weasel steal.
Make a weasel stealth check.
Stealth, yes.
Fucking commando weasel.
31.
Holy shit!
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna give your weasel a penalty, but I just don't think these Grey Maidens with their really low perception are gonna notice this.
31.
The fucking
Can
weasel.
I-
Alright,
Can I try to be like, what if maybe he's having a heart attack or something?
I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen the weasel either.
No.
Tavel's the only one that noticed the weasel earlier. And I don't...
Okay.
Tavel did.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe
So-
he's come down with sickness.
One of the Grey
You're
Maidens
right.
will pound on the door next to their...
we need
and,
doctors to
yeah,
help the
and
doctor.
then like, hey!
I'm a
We need some
doctor.
assistance. The two physicians will come out of that room, kind of like swinging the door open and slamming it behind them and take a look at him. And then, like, I will tell you, your weasel will get away with the thing that was in his pocket. And honestly speaking, the man will then recover from it and be like, perhaps the stress is getting to me. That was odd. I'm sorry. Thank you for your assistance. No, I don't think they did anything to me. We would have noticed, and I don't believe they're the kind that would try to poison someone. I'm telling you when he says the word poison, He says it in such a way that you definitely get he understands poisons. Because he still has a fucking 1 on his goddamn bluff.
Another terrible bluff.
I haven't bothered rolling against the same goddamn scene.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What kind of poisons could do that? Are you okay? Don't overwork yourself.
No. It's probably just stress. That's very strange. I'll go relax, and then we'll deal with everything. Please assist me. He'll like turn to the Grey Man. It's like, please escort them out. They've delivered their message and should get back to their work. All right, you'll be taken down. Eventually, Weasel will return to you, Ivona, with a button that looks to click into something.
Ooh. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So it's a button that was detached from some kind of device.
Okay, good to know. Put it in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. Also, your Weasel will tell you, yeah. So, in the room beyond, there was a bunch of patients restrained by leather straps that bind them to metal frames. Work towels clavered in beakers, glass tubes, burners, and other alchemical instruments. And, it seems as though there was 2 people there that were seemingly doing medical tests to these individuals.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I mean, given medieval technology, that could be normal. But given the bluff check, that's probably not.
No.
Like, your Weasel doesn't understand the differences between, like, you know,
not
being terrible to someone and, like, actual, like,
right.
you know, medicine to a degree. He's 9 intelligence. It's smart.
I mean,
It's
have
simple
you ever seen a
simple
dog at a
reason.
vet? They don't know the difference between torture and medicine.
Yeah. So he's like, it was
Except
doing
for
some
your
terrible
dog's
things to those
magical
people. It seemed really
creature.
bad, you know. I mean, 9 still is like, it just seems like they were doing terrible things to those people. You know.
9 is like as smart as most commoners. Or
Yeah.
smarter
Yeah.
in some cases.
And most
I mean,
commoners, with their knowledge of medicine, would probably
it
be
has
the
the
exact
same.
same.
It has the same intelligence as I started with.
Yeah.
I now have a 10.
It's
Oh,
a
shit.
very, very smart weasel.
This is goddamn smart. Anyway, you 3 will be escorted out. Back to the leather curtain and allowed to leave the building. In the meantime,
just leave.
the other 5 of you, I'll say like another person's gone by now, so you're down to 3 in front of you. Like at this point in time, like the lady will like after those 3 leave and be like, "Look, I'm not gonna lie, what the hell are you people doing here?"
Who's this to? To me,
Your group, yeah, the nurse.
I don't
We're
remember.
we're here to give rights to the dead.
Oh, God damn it! Look, you know, I don't think they need that.
Have you asked the dead lately?
If I grab one of them, can you get out of here? You're just looming about, and it's kind of creepy.
I probably am wearing a mask. It's probably
Yeah.
not the nicest.
The Phrasmans probably came, in actual garb to protect themselves.
Harassment entire.
Yeah.
I am still dressed as a cleric, so I just have a cool mask.
One of the Queen's physicians will come in there and kind of be like, "Please follow me into the room. We can speak." And he'll take you over to where the kitchen area is and be like, "What is it you require?"
We're here to give rights to the dead.
We've taken care of any proper rights, and we've disposed of the bodies properly.
May we, just to be sure, see the facilities you're taking care of them? The corpses.
Unfortunately, I don't have a chance to allow such things at this time.
I understand.
We're very busy, and allowing a tour would take us away from our great work.
Can I vibe check this man?
Sure. Roll vibe check.
That's a nat 1.
Nice.
That's a 9. You know what? It's fine. I understand.
I look at
Ivona,
this man. Can he please make me a will save?
He can indeed make you a will save. All right, I'm just gonna roll this d20 and let's see what we roll.
Is it the curse of terrible Tantus rolling?
He saves, so he is not charmed, and I bid him like a nod. I understand. I will let you get back to your work then.
Perhaps another time.
I can speak with some people about arranging something in the future.
Nod.
May take a little time. We're very busy. As you can see, there are many suffering that we are doing our best to keep them alive long enough as we try to seek some form of cure.
I understand. And I will sort of nod, then we will take our...
Okay. You can meet with everybody outside. The Phrasman clerics will just want you to know what you want them to do.
We meet away from this place, not just outside.
Yeah, I know. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to stay around? Do you want them to head back to the church for now?
I'd have them head back to the church for now. Okay. It might be too dangerous after some stuff happened out of my...
No.
Some stuff that I didn't cause, you know?
Nothing happened.
Tavel and Ivona are the only ones who are aware of what took place.
Tavel informed Khandes and Ada that the Stoat did something.
Oh, did she?
I don't know exactly what
she said in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, you know.
I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
So you'll be able to meet up a little ways away from the building, of course.
What did the stout do?
What needed to be done, and I will present the thing the stout gave me. This is what was in his pocket.
Well, he's clearly hiding. He's clearly hiding something.
He's clearly part of the problem, and most likely the rest of the doctors.
He seems to have some unhealthy joy. What's going on?
We need more evidence before we can bring anything back, and I think this may lead to that evidence. And I'll hold up the thing. It would appear to go into a device.
That can be rolled in on to understand what it is.
Yeah, I'll say. Okay, so Ada, you have disabled device. Go ahead and roll it. Or knowledge engineering, you'd be able to roll for this too. I'd say both of them would work.
I don't have knowledge engineering.
But disabled device I'll allow to use too, because you've played around with stuff like that.
A 9. Yay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wait, technically, since it's a mental check, we should probably not include my armor check penalty. So
probably not, and it shouldn't have the Masterwork Thieves tools either. Oh, that's just an extra +1 though, isn't it?
Yeah, that I don't have in. Oh wait, yeah, I don't have that. That just says a +1 to disable.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that one you'd have to add afterwards. But, yeah, so I should be 4 more? What is the armor check penalty? 4. Yeah, so that should be 4 higher, so...
Still, nonetheless, it looks like a button to something. It's hard to tell what. It looks like it attaches it to something. It's kind of weird.
There's nothing engraved on it or anything?
No, it is an unmarked button.
What's it made out of?
I don't know much.
Ivory.
I think we'll need to break in under the cover of night to get more information.
Problem is, no matter what time of day...
24/7. Yeah.
I was going to say, no matter what time of day, there's going to be guards.
A distraction could be made, depending on what you're willing.
What are the chances the Grey Maidens know about this as well?
I would assume the Grey Maidens would have full run of the place.
There's some Grey Maidens as well involved, or is it all of them? Does this go all the way to the top?
It might. If Queen brought in the physicians.
did. That is true.
She may not have known.
Guard. Yes, we are jumping to conclusions.
Okay, look, he rolled very badly. I'm going to tell you, a lot of his implications were pretty much, which you probably picked up on very easily. The disease will purge a lot of the lower class of the city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there could have, could have come to agreement.
He's
You know.
racist.
You know,
Clappist.
No.
whether or not, like, originally it was at hand, there could have been an agreement or something.
About the queen is because he said the proper people must be informed. Who's higher than him? You know?
There's plenty of proper people. You know.
As the rest of his cult
Okay.
needs to know that we're on.
Oh yeah, no, okay, that makes sense. The cult makes more. The rest of the cult makes more sense than the queen.
What?
Okay, I was
No.
thinking
No,
in the
I'm
wrong
gonna-
direction.
Go back to something. We knew of the people who own Old Korvosa or rule it are
Yeah.
pretty bad people.
Yes.
It's not out of their own possibility because Old Korvosa is currently quarantined and not getting aid. Those nobles might just want a lot of people here to die so they can rebuild it for something else, right?
Yeah.
It might not be the queen. It might be lesser nobles.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brain went in a direction when he said the proper people must be informed, but
Like,
Okay.
there was something off about the way he said it. Not like, I have to inform the people above me. I have to, like, inform, like, someone.
well,
You know.
I knew there was something off about it, but I thought he meant
Yeah.
that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have to sneak in there.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
How we're gonna do it, not sure.
I tap my breastplate.
It.
What is that?
Don't sneak.
Oh. Do none of you have an invisibility spell? Or anything
No.
like that?
Did not get
Not
those.
my special.
Well,
Unfortunate.
here's thought. It used to be an old warehouse. Maybe there's plans on, in records about the building you could look up.
We could also follow him. If he has to
Chance
inform
wake
someone.
on your weasel. I'm not a druid.
Oh, also, he seemed to try to implicate the rats a lot. Maybe we could talk to our rat lady friend, see if they might know way into building.
I suspect that was more to shift the blame.
Personal bias.
True, but they do know the sewers. She might have information on another way in through there.
Oh yeah, we could sneak in through the sewers potentially. They might be.
Sewers in
they
this
want
area
to
are
just-
not traditionally connected to buildings, I will tell you.
I was more thinking like they could have a way of disposing of the corpses, which may lead to a sewer.
They're
No,
very
they're burning
keen to not give us a tour of those areas.
Let's see.
Oh, just a note, because I did tell you about it, and there is a place you can enter that there would be no one. The loading bay.
Yeah, I would mention that because my
The loading bay
weasel-
is completely empty.
The loading bay, we could enter through there and
I'm not the quietest, but I could attempt to help.
I mean, it's pretty loud in there with all the coughing and medicining and Tavel like does quotations going on in there. As long as we're not being horribly loud, I don't think we should be out of the ordinary.
Going to try and inform the other Gothams. Perhaps we should follow him. I feel like following him to where they are might be the fastest way to find them. assuming he goes in there himself. Problem is, he could send someone else. Can't follow every doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect the one who won't want to trust this with someone simple.
We need to find out what this is exactly before we go in.
So, give me a second here, because I did have something prepared, and I can set it up for you so you can nice and see some stuff here to give you an idea.
Oh, we can see the areas we've... it's got a map.
It has a map, and I'm going to move you over to this map here. Boom, boom. And we'll put us over at the map over here. I don't think everybody's in the right spot, because I moved everybody around earlier, but it's fine, because of the camera off, but close enough. So, this was the entrance area.
That was the entrance.
There's where all the people are. Staircase here. Over here is where the double doors of the Grey Maidens are.
Okay.
I'll actually just reveal it because it's fine. Your weasel saw it.
Weasel did get a good scalp.
That's the bloating area. These are closed off in the back. Doesn't mean they couldn't be opened, but they are closed off. They're just closed doors. And then this is the walkway up here. And of course, then you've got the third floor room up here, which you didn't go beyond. I mean, I guess I could reveal it again, because your weasel saw it. Yeah, here you go, this nice chamber. But there was another door beyond that the weasel.
That's I want to search.
Mm-hmm.
Getting in there is going to be the main goal.
Wait. Did we see that there was this area over here?
Oh, I can technically.
Let me actually see if this map.
We'd have to wait an entire day.
You
but I can
did see there was a little room over there. You would have seen that. You do not know what this is, so actually, like, kind of hide this area. So you just don't know what this is. So it's like yes, there's a little chamber right there.
There was another room that no one went in.
You probably recognize it would probably be a tiny room, honestly.
Small room.
Yeah, it looked like a broom closet or something. But that place was guarded by 4 Grey Maidens. Well, 2 seem to be at all time.
Yeah, two were in
Even when
here,
he's gone, though, probably.
and 2 were down here. Yeah.
2 were down where?
2 were right down here in front of this door.
Okay.
On the first floor. And then the other 2 were stationed up here.
Oh, yeah, there were 2 in front of another door.
Yeah.
And there was 2 on a walkway.
And there's 2 up here on the walkway. The 2 that were down here came upstairs with you, basically. So for a while, it was only the doctors, physicians down here in the bottom area. But then they came back down when they left you out. But there's still 2 in the catwalk above. So there seems to be 6 of them there.
Yeah.
Like, any good guard post would probably have shifts, though, especially in a place that's got these people. So you would assume that most likely they would have replacements at some point in time.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I mean, they can't stand there 24/7.
But with 2, you could replace... With 2 per, you could replace 1 at a time, no problem. Be like, your shift is, 1 to 3, and your shift is 2 to 4,
Yeah.
Okay.
It would always be 1.
Yeah, but dealing with 1 is easier than dealing with 2.
True. However, dealing with even 1 is still going to be a problem, seeing as how they're Grey Maidens. And outright attacking them will be very problematic for us.
Yeah. Try and cause a distraction to pull them away from the building. Are the warehouses around this one like fully abandoned?
I say no. Most of these warehouses are warehouses that are of various uses.
Also, the loading docks, are those enclosed in like a courtyard? Like to enter through the loading docks, would it be enclosed by like a courtyard or?
No. Please take a look at the outside building down here.
I mean, I see that.
Yeah,
I see that. I'm just trying to figure out where.
Yeah. So it's like
that's
just like back areas like around
this
there.
Is it.
Yeah. So this would be like maybe like a
I thought
this
might have been it.
Yeah. This would be like a courtyard area out back where like the wagons and stuff would come in and then enter into the loading docks and stuff where there's the main thoroughfare out here. Yeah.
Does anyone want to pose as a dead bot or as a sick person maybe?
They would just tell us to wait in line.
Well, wait, what?
Also, I'll tell you, if anybody would pose a sick person,
pros.
you would probably be horribly exposed to Bloodveil because they do tend to not keep patients sick from Bloodveil away from other patients sick with Bloodveil.
And Worm froze in a very interesting face.
It's just a little bit of an interesting one. Don't worry about it.
I mean, even once we get in, it's still a matter of, okay, we can get in the loading dock. What do we do then?
Here's the question. If you come up with a good idea for distraction, I can tell you, as a GM, it might work.
Yeah, we just need to figure out what kind of distraction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have any spells or anything to distract.
I mean, I know it would be distracting, but it would also be incredibly damaging. So.
Yeah.
Fire?
Wall of fire.
I don't know if we want to burn any buildings, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, how much do potions cost?
Depends on the spell level.
I mean, does anyone have any kind of illusion?
No, I was talking about like potions of invisibility. That
it's a second level spell would last for a minute. Would be approximately, I think, 300.
I have access to many different spells, but I have to take a nap to use any of them.
Also, I'll say mechanically the reason I can't do invisibility is illusion is my opposed skill.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to have to sneak in anywhere either. So.
I mean, I could afford to buy a potion of invisibility if we think that's useful, but
I could too. But...
I can also cast a silence spell. It's just
that would help.
Less rounds and just not like minutes. We have to be quick.
Yeah.
But does anyone have any spells
just
that are
enter turn-based mode
to try to that we could use to distract people with?
What's a spell?
You know what a spell is, at least.
I do.
Well, there's always spell of fire.
Not gonna risk burning the place down.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to kill the stick.
I know. What are the guards like outside?
None.
No guards outside.
I could get on the roof and see if there's access up there.
So
this is the one time a robe of useful items would come in really handy.
So a robe?
A robe of useful items so we could just
they're always useful.
We could just put a door on like this wall and go in.
Hey, they're robe of useful items is incredibly useful. They always are. You can come up with lots of interesting
things. Like a window.
Like a window in the bottom of a ship.
Yeah.
Who did that one?
I suggested it.
We joked about it.
Oh, okay.
We never did it.
I was just like, please don't.
It was dumb.
It's dumb.
Open a window in the bottom of the ship.
I thought I heard a story about that.
Theoretically, it would work, but it would take a long time to sink a ship.
You know,
I mean, it would be many minutes, at least.
But it would be a distraction.
Look, I also had someone that, was a person with claws that could breathe underwater. That was like...
Oh, wait, hold on.
I want to put, like, the adamantine blanch on it. The stuff that's, like, it's adamantine for a while, not one hit. And then just go to the bottom of the ship and go, claw, 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 claw.
No, okay.
That was also suggested. They didn't do that, but suggested.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I can make my claws ignore hardness.
I mean, that's
like really butter. Noisy, though.
Yeah, that'd be noisy.
Yeah. I mean, we could try to damage.
Are there any windows on this top floor?
Next to the place?
I am checking both versions of the map, and
if it's a warehouse, I assume it's got very little windows.
Well,
yeah.
Here's the thing, though.
It can't have ventilation.
Yeah, it needs ventilation.
Where is my zoom in on the Stardust?
Yeah, but ventilation windows can be very small, like the very top,
Well, that's something. Does anyone have the ability to make, like, a fog cloud or something?
I can make darkness.
I think it's just some small vent windows and no major windows are on those floors.
I can do many things. All of them require me sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just thinking that would be a distraction. That's something that wouldn't harm the patients, and the guards might go to investigate.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at plans, unfortunately. I'd just go in, without a single regard to my own safety.
That would be a very bad idea.
Yeah, that would not be a good idea.
Yeah, that's why I'm not doing it.
I could currently ignore 7 hardness of an object.
That'd handle most wooden things pretty well.
Yeah. Well, do we want to take our break here while we're trying to come up with a plan?
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea.
Sounds like a great idea. I was hoping to see if you'd come up with something and then take the break, but we can do it now. And then you can
Honestly, it'll be helpful for us to think while we're breaking.
Yeah.
Alright, back in a little bit. If you need a snack, drink, or bathroom break, go ahead and have them. We're back. So, we'll continue to try to figure it out. Since we were kind of in the middle of planning here and figuring it out. So, okay.
I think this is a much better plan.
Mm-hmm.
It also costs us only 700, not like several thousand.
Well, also, you would still have to pay to scribe it, too.
Do you?
Yes.
In Pathfinder? Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. To get into a spell book, it costs money. Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I was saying something like Mud Buddy might be worth it.
Yeah. I thought for Pathfinder it was just a check, so you didn't have to like spend money. But
checking the money and the scroll. That's why you can actually use some other spellcaster's spell book or something, because that makes it a lot. It makes it cheaper because then you don't have to buy the scroll.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So the current idea is maybe we could dimension door 2 people in, and then 2 people out. To see if we can get what we need. I think that's our best option, honestly.
Okay.
Because our other option was disguise a person with a hat of disguise. Which, I mean... fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, if we wanted to just go straight up distraction, Mud Buddy's a 2nd level spell, and you create a little minion who could just run around and trip people.
I mean, we could do both. To have a distraction so that people don't, with Dimension Door, don't get caught. And we have to wait a day, which does mean someone is... I mean, either way we'll have to wait a day, because someone's going to have to...
Yeah, we'll have to wait a day to do this anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We paid 700 for the scroll. Do you also need money to scribe it?
Tavel's offering to pay. Since we split the money for the scroll, Tavel could pay for the...
Well, no, Zardris is. Oh, Tavis.
No.
Tavel is as well.
Tavel's
I'm
at
sorry,
first.
I misread that. You're right. Sorry.
My question was like, did you not have the money?
No, I only have 91 gold.
Yeah.
I'll give you 200 gold.
Okay.
Man, you've been spending it. Makes sense for a wizard, though.
Right, that's the plan, I guess. Dimension Dorian with some peeps.
Actually, I believe I can get conjure creature.
Okay.
If you want a distraction, I think I could just like summon a bunch of rats and send them in there. I think.
That would be a good distraction.
Yeah, I forgot
would
that I
be a
have
great distraction.
access to a bunch of things. Let me double check because I'm pretty sure I get those. Unfortunately, the cleric spell list is stupidly
Long. You should get summon if you're a divine caster.
Yeah, it's not like organized well. It's just like here's a list of all the spells as opposed to like
On
here's
monster,
conjuration.
yes, it's on your list.
Yeah, I assumed so. I just want to see like what you get. And I can't read apparently. Here we go, summon monster. I can summon, I think, if I cast it at higher level, I can get groups of them?
Yes. 1d4 plus 1d3.
I mean, I'm just looking at a wall of text because that's what the summon monster list is.
You can cast 1d3 of the same creature from the spell.
Oh, I see it. Summon monster 2, spell slings like a blah blah blah, except for second level 1d3. Okay. So what level do you want to cast it at? How many rats do you want? Cast it at 3rd level and get 1d4 plus 1 dire rats?
Dire rats.
Yes, they're dire rats.
Yes, they are halfling-sized rats.
Yeah, they're small celestial rats. They have smite evil.
Sure, just summon a bunch of some of the minis.
Yeah, I didn't see on 4th level. I think 4th level doesn't matter. They cap out at 1d4 plus 1. It's 1 round per level, so it'd be 7 rounds of dire rats ran amok in.
Yeah, I mean, I think that plus a dimension door in will be perfect.
Should be fine.
Yeah, someone will have to open the door for them, I assume, because they're small creatures.
You would need some kind of line of sight to summon them, or have an opening for them to enter. And they are decently sized, so.
Because I can cast it at a decent range.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be like maybe across the street, and if the door is open, I can cast it in.
Are you doing this during the day, at night? What are you doing?
I don't know when.
At night, I assume.
Yeah, so basically, we'll wait till tomorrow night. Is the idea.
Okay. So an entire day and a half goes by. So
in the meantime, I think I will stake the place out since I'm the one who can sit on top of buildings and just see if the guy goes anywhere. Because I think it'll be a good idea to follow him if he goes somewhere.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You want me to come with you?
I mean, I'd rather do it like building to building flying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you can. 19.
19, okay.
I mean, I could in theory carry you, but that'd be a whole thing.
So,
we did go back, right? We're alive?
Yes.
Okay.
You should be back live.
Woo.
I muted everything and put the top screen up a while ago, so.
Alright, I know we were kind of like chatting. It's like, did you? I'm pretty sure you did.
Yep.
So, You will notice something that stands out. This is just the only thing, and it's only been a day, so it's not like a super noticeable thing. So it could be like just maybe it's a slow day, which is a weird statement. There are plenty of people that are entering the building, that are being seemingly going in, but you really don't see anybody leave the building. Like maybe like one person, and you don't see any places where bodies are being burned or removed.
There's another way in.
Or there's an underground.
Well, yes, okay. And that's what I mean, like another way in or out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any smoke that ever comes from the building?
No.
Okay.
Seen most of the ground floor, so it's got to be in that little area that the two guards were in front of.
It's just a hole that they dumped bodies into in the sewer.
That's possible as well. We could either use it as a point of entry, or that's where we can teleport into. We could either try and teleport into the... So I suspect that it's behind where the two Grey Maidens were guarding.
But since he's not familiar with it, you couldn't teleport there.
You can teleport based on, if you can say, I want to teleport like 15 feet this direction. Yeah, so...
True. It's just, you could teleport into something.
I think it just fails at that point.
You take damage if you teleport into an object.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get telefragged, okay.
And then shunted, yeah.
The thing is, you can state a direction, so if you're like, I want to teleport 10 feet that way, as long as you don't teleport into anything, you're fine, and theoretically that could be in a room, you know? Because Dimension Door...
1d6 point of damage if you teleport to an occupied space.
Yeah. And honestly speaking, you know, depending on what it is, it's within 100 feet, you get shunted a random direction.
Yeah.
Which, nothing is going to be 100 feet wherever you're going with Dimension Door for where you're planning.
Yeah. I teleport 100 feet directly down.
I mean, you'll probably be shunted back to the surface.
I know, I'm joking.
Or into a sewer.
Actually, that's a good point. You'd probably, if there's any underground, you'd be shunted there.
Theoretically, yes. Well, it depends on the direction you're shunted to.
Yeah.
Because there's a random direction you are shunted.
So yeah, I think that weird back room on the first floor would be where they'd take things. Because you'd have to go underground to go elsewhere. So I think you'd have to have a connection to the ground.
Again, you've only been here for a day, so it could just be a quiet day, and maybe no one's dying.
No. But you said there's nowhere that they appear to be being burned, and there was many people. No one's died.
No bodies are being removed and dying. No bodies have left the building.
And the fact that, they wouldn't let us see that area.
They did refuse us entrance. They were like, yeah, you can't see that now. Don't worry, we've taken care of everything. It's fine. Go away now.
Yeah. Because effectively, there's like 3 places we haven't seen. There's like a weird closet on the 3rd floor. The room beyond the experimentation room on the 3rd floor. And that room on the 1st floor. Which is why I'm thinking it's that one.
Just tell me where you want to go.
Thing is,
I give my suggestion. Who's going with you? Who are you taking with you?
Who wants to come with me?
I'm always willing, but...
I think I have to be outside for rats.
And I think I should, because I can fly around and I can also be easily called for help. It might be better if I'm on the outside.
Okay.
I'm good with going with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd do Tavel or Khandes.
Okay, so who's popping in?
I guess I'm bapping in with Tavel and Khandes.
And where are you going exactly then?
You guys want to bap in?
Oh, you're taking both of us, okay.
Yeah, I can take both of you.
Okay, put something back up here.
They're just rats appearing, running around for a minute, and then just vanishing. Which room?
Which room? Where I'm teleporting.
I mean, you're the one teleporting. I'll let you decide. My recommendation is the bottom floor room.
I'm asking the group.
I mean, the bottom floor room would be interesting, but if you're looking for actual just information,
I think
that's
it's
probably his
True.
office is up top.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
teleport.
true, actually.
Also, if
teleported
the
to this
rats
room.
are downstairs,
Into
we'll
this room.
leave the upstairs.
Yeah.
That's true, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I will reveal that room.
It's where the Great Maiden sleep now.
No.
There's an iron.
What are you
golem in
doing?
there.
Who are you? Wait a second. He's in here.
That's what I figured. Cool. I immediately.
Oh, wait, are you... Can you bring 2 people?
I bring 2 people.
Yeah.
Oh. I think you can only bring 1. Okay.
I think you were bringing
Checking,
Tavel
I'm
and
checking
Khandes.
stuff. Hold on.
I'm just gonna do that there.
Neat.
I
He
mean,
might be high.
he probably has too many to be slept.
That's fair.
Not if I hit him really hard. He goes sleep real quick.
I thought you were going to teleport into the other room. That one right here.
Well,
Oh man, how did I get here?
he doesn't have a guard in here, so
Was there a guard in that other one? Oh no, there were we knew there were doctors in there at least. Yeah.
Yeah, please ask, like, who are you? What are you doing in here? You know, are you
Alright,
responding to him?
is this
Yeah,
the guy that we
I-
saw earlier or no?
It's the doctor.
Yes,
It's the head
okay.
doctor.
Can you
Yeah.
make me a wisdom save? Or a will save?
Sure.
He has a bed in here, so yeah, he just sleeps here. He's
All
much
right.
more-
Let me see what he gets as a bonus. What is your
I'm gonna
DC?
ask, is his bonus more than does his bonus equal more than 16?
Yes.
Okay. He's not charmed.
Okay.
Unfortunate. Alright, that's my turn. You guys get to act now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we're going to talk our way out of this,
Right,
so...
Just bludgeon him in the head really hard.
I just knock him out.
Why are you here?
It's my room.
I don't know why I'm here.
Well,
You know how I got here?
Oh, God.
Bluff check with a -50.
I don't know. I mean, you did teleport in.
I don't understand magic.
Summon me here?
Mhm. You can roll a bluff
He got
check to that.
isekai'd into the plague.
I'll see if he bites on that. If
Abdicate
he
his
doesn't,
bed.
I'm hitting him.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you drawing your weapon?
I've not drawn my weapon.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
How have you
I'm
gotten in
waiting to
here?
see-
Let me call some people. Let's get you out of here. We'll go back the way
I
you
would
came.
suggest you sit down and we talk. Before this gets violent and I incinerate you, I'm going to intimidate him.
Okay.
It was you. You brought me here.
I mean, I could try to assist you.
If you want to help, roll help, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can't intimidate.
Oh,
I'm very skinny.
I'm assisting.
It's a 24.
Let me check something here.
Also, there are probably noises going on.
Certainly.
Well, someone had to open up the front door so we could actually cast it in.
I would have asked Ada to do that since you were waiting.
The door's locked. Turns out it's locked at night.
Well, Ada can disable devices, right? Including locks?
Potentially.
Potentially.
I think Worm's dead.
Maybe.
Rip.
Anyway.
Kind of frozen.
So... He's just gonna cast invisibility on himself?
For fuck's sake. Cool, he gets away because I can't stop him.
If you don't
Well,
already
I'm
see
gonna
invisibility...
stand in front of the door.
No, I don't have seen this.
Yeah. That's not enough to disable device.
I'm gonna move
There
in
we
front
go.
of the door and make a
My back.
perception check to see if I can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with invisibility, we still might be able to
He gets
get
a
an
huge
idea.
bonus, though.
Yeah.
It's a +20.
No.
Okay.
He's gone.
Well, I'm standing in front of the door at the very least.
You are standing in front of the door at the very least.
Mm,
And it doesn't look like there's any windows. And Worm just imploded.
Yeah.
And unimploded.
I'm back.
Do you want to roll a disable
That was
device? The front door's locked at night.
You did.
I
Well,
did.
19.
Did it not go through?
Oh,
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It-
So
it's not
what was
enough.
going on? I just want to say. Yeah. I just want
I
to say.
can't
for a
understand
second,
a word you're saying.
You're very robot-y.
I hear static.
Discord's being weird for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that better?
A
Still
little
a bit
bit.
staticky, but not too bad.
Discord just decided to break up.
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
oh. Do.
Any better now?
A pulley outie of a Bowie
Same.
Mm,
in Percepti 2? Question mark?
sure. I have to look up stuff that this happens.
How about now?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
It sounds a little better.
Okay.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I have to see what this does. Alright, so, he's gonna do something, and then I guess we'll see if we have to enter initiative. He's gonna take one attempt to do something, and let me see what this is. Alright. I would need a will save from all three of you.
What kind of effect?
It
I need
would...
to know.
Enchantment? Let me just check.
Is it mind affecting?
Enchantment, compulsion, mind affecting.
Alright, I have a +2 against it. What kind of save?
Me
Will.
too.
Okay.
Not like it
13,
helps
so I'm
much.
probably not going to do anything.
I have the lowest will save, I think, and I rolled with the best.
Okay, so...
Oh no.
Initiative.
So,
Well, we got to see what he's actually doing to us.
yeah.
I'm the only one who possibly made it.
Yeah.
I'll try restarting one more time.
Okay. He'll start like kind of like telling a bit of a tale, and Tavel, you and Ivona are fascinated.
Oh, fuck off.
So Khandes, you are technically the only one that can act right now because you made the save.
What does Fascinate do?
Bad. It means I can't do anything.
Fascinated person just basically doesn't act and sits quietly, takes no actions other than to pay attention to the fascinating effect.
How tall is this room?
10 feet tall. Ish. It's like a normal sized room.
So I'd be able to enlarge. I'd just be like...
Yeah, it'd be very awkward in here, I'd say, probably, but you probably could.
I just want to make sure I'm completely blocking this door.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we need an initiative tracker.
Yeah. Actually, after that, there we go. Let me clear out this. Well, now, you don't seem to be quite as distracted as your allies. Would you be willing to take a step away?
What are you doing to the people here? We're
Also
not
remind you.
stupid.
Silent to humans.
You apparently are. I have to look up bardic performance because I have to see how long you can maintain this and the rules for it. And it's been a while, so don't mind me for a second. I think it was standard action, and he can maintain as a free action, so he can't do any other bardic performances, and he can't do anything to either of you or he'd break it.
Also, I'm going to take off my armor and now try to disable this.
Okay. Not yet.
24.
Not yet.
I need
Let's
it.
get it.
Okay.
I am going to rage.
All right.
If you could enlarge me.
Sure.
I forgot to.
Oh wait, no, +1 for Thief's Tool, so it's 25. Is it 25 good?
New.
Okay, then I can't get in.
Yeah.
The next checkup is usually 30.
You get the feeling that there's a really good lock that they've put on this door, like a really good lock.
This lock is... I'll go back to Zardris. That lock is far too good. Just a simple...
I mean, it could have been in place there from when it was like a warehouse of
Simple
expensive goods.
I
It was,
wouldn't do that.
all right.
That's stretching.
So, Khandes, what are you doing?
Taking a step forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to beat him in the head.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let me do one thing real quick.
-4 if you're going for non-lethal.
No, I think he becomes uninvisible with this. I don't know.
Is it a hostile act?
Is it a hostile act?
I would think
Is-
that's a hostile act.
Fascinating? Maybe. I was assuming it might break it, the fascinating, but I'm not 100% sure.
Is it a spell? Because doesn't casting spell...
It's a supernatural effect from bardic performance. Like, yeah. Let me just check. Let me Google it, because this is a weird interaction that came up with this. Pathfinder.
Because there's a lot of things that break invisibility. Like, basically, if you...
I was
anything
assuming
other
it
than
was.
talk,
Yeah, I was assuming it did. But
here's invisibility.
yeah. So, like, I walked under the assumption it did, honestly.
I'll wait until you tell me what's up so I know.
Yeah. Does visibility say anything differently?
I'm looking through it.
There's no rule on it.
Causing harm, indirect is not an attack. Open doors, talk, eat, climb stairs, summon monsters, and have them attack. Cut the ropes holding a rope bridge. Remotely trigger traps. If the subject attacks directly, however, becomes immediately visible. Spells such as Bless that specifically affect allies and foes that are not attacks for this purpose, even when they include foes in the area.
I think it's on you. It doesn't say.
I will be nice in this case and say he became visible. Because it kind of feels like it, because he's still trying to, like...
It is a hostile action. He's, like, enthralling people, which is not usually a nice thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like a direct damaging thing, but it is kind of like it's attempting.
Affecting people.
It's affecting. That's why I was thinking it was. So yeah, go ahead and roll your stuff then, Khandes.
Yeah, and I get 2 attacks now.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
So I will take a -4 on this because I will try to do non-lethal.
Oh.
Okay. Is that does the elemental damage include it or not?
Oh shoot, no, that shouldn't be.
Okay.
I did not go elemental. Sorry.
So certainly the first one will hit. The second one will not. So let me just check your stuff here. Okay.
How do you think they're doing up there without a distraction?
All right.
I say it as artist.
I have to look this up because you two aren't doing anything, and he's being smart about this because he's got to. What's your CMD, Khandes?
26.
26. Okay. So I need to look up that and look at this board. Okay. I'm gonna roll something here. Doot. Okay, I have to add some numbers here. Okay, cool. Good. All right. What does he have? He's gonna go invisible again. So I'm just gonna kind of move him out. I'll just move him over here into the streets. So you don't know where he's at right now. And he's... Khandes, what are you gonna do then?
You jumped out the window! No.
There is no window, I don't think.
I know, I'm joking, because you're outside. That's just...
Can I still hear him playing music, though?
He would have to do it to maintain.
Yes. I can tell you, I can allow you to target his square. He's moved over. I'll just put him where he's at. You have the 50-50 mischance. He's over here next to you. He moved around you. He's trying to leave the room.
I will... I'd have to claw unless I move, and I don't want to not block the door.
You have music.
Oh, where's the door?
Right here?
Yeah, so he's trying. He should be theoretically. He's trying to get to the door because you.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't want to take a step back because then it opens the door for him completely.
Yeah.
Nightwing doesn't want to play past
Can he legally move there?
Wouldn't if he had to move through my square to do that?
He slipped by Ivona because Ivona doesn't really stop him right now.
Because you're enthralled, I guess? Oh.
Oh, okay.
He took.
Well, I think I assume it's
here. Where's the? Yeah, like around like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I assume because you're enthralled that you're not a hostile creature.
Yeah, and he's literally not trying to break the enthrallment, so he's trying not to be hostile to you in the first place. Yeah.
He would be.
He's still under threat.
Yeah. Wouldn't he still be under threat though? For me.
But he's concealed.
He's concealed enough that I wasn't going to give you an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Honestly, you can tell where he is when he stops moving, but when he's moving, you don't see him at all. He still gets like a plus a lot to stealth. I'm going to tell you, even with him making noise.
Okay. I was just checking because I did take
Yeah, I
understand.
the 1 feet.
I think
So
it's like
even if
+20
I'm
minus 10, I think is what it is.
even if I'm flat-footed, I still get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Which is helpful.
Okay, well, I
think
will...
It's like -10 for making noise, and then +20 for being invisible.
I guess I will try to large claw him then.
Okay. Let me roll the 50-50 miss chance. Do you want high or low? I'll just give you the option.
High.
So let's say high hits then. It's low, unfortunately. So.
Okay, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Can you attack twice with claws?
Yes,
Oh,
because I get 2 attacks.
Let me roll again then. Boop boop. Hey, you can try to hit. Okay, with a claw.
Well,
It's a secondary attack, but still.
oh, well, I accidentally clicked both, but the
Well,
second one would have
It's
been
gonna be the
missed
second
anyway.
one.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 1.
Yeah. Okay.
And I gotta take the... Oh, yeah, I gotta take that off that.
Okay. Like, I'll just say he's spending his turn getting through the door. Because you are partially blocking it. I don't think you could completely block it from this angle.
But as soon as the door opens, wouldn't I be able to try to get an attack of opportunity? Because I know where...
knock yourself out. You're gonna.
I would know where he is.
I'll give you the claw. Let's roll D100. Still high?
Yeah, so I'll still go high.
Yes!
Yes!
You can attack him.
Oh yeah, it would just be the 1, so... I'll just click on that.
Okay. Roll your damage.
16.
Okay. Alright.
It's at 35.
I'm just gonna move him for now.
The
35
35
was
would have
a
been the
crit roll.
crit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Crap. This isn't good.
It's not as bad as you'd think,
Maybe
though,
we-
but yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you want us to break in and start fighting,
I
you
don't
can
have
blow
the whistle.
That's true. Pathfinder does, I think.
Yeah. So I can't blow it.
It's gonna... Some dudes over here.
Is the
You won't be fascinated for much long, I will tell you. Because he's getting out of range, basically, to have it maintained on you. And he's probably going to stop anyway. So I will say, we're at the top of the initiative again. Khandes, are you doing anything? You're large. It would be hard to fit through the door.
It would be what, double movement?
It would be double. You'd have to squeeze through, yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably already alerted people by getting out there. So,
If there's people in the other room, which you haven't seen yet.
yeah. Well, I'm sure I could possibly see that guy peeking around if I peeked around the door.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
So, yeah, that means people are alert, probably.
If he might. Okay, now he knows we're onto him. But does he want to let other people know that we know they're onto him? Onto him.
I mean, I could hold and see if they come to attack. But that's also giving him more of a chance to try to alert the guards in the building.
Because, like, it'd be real easy for the Greens, or the Crimson,
Yeah,
Grey
the
Maidens.
Grey Maidens.
To just put a bounty on us on it and be like, oh, we're criminals now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm afraid of,
So-
is if I don't try to go after, we could be more screwed. Well, let's see. 5, 10...
Still crackling? Ugh.
You were definitely still crackling.
I guess I will attack
Might
it.
need to
Does
do
the
a good
doctors
research.
look like they're... Actually,
Give me 1
before I
second.
even pop out there, did the doctors look like they're...
They look like they are to a degree concerned with what's going on. They like have turned the direction of the door opening and you walking through. They haven't done anything else yet.
Fuck it. I'm angry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking it I don't see him at the moment.
You do not. Still invisible.
Do I see the Grey Maidens up there?
No, the door hasn't been opened yet.
Okay, that door has not been opened yet. That's good.
Looks like a double doors down here.
I guess I'll take a swing at the doctor right here.
Sure.
I will take the -4. So
Okay.
just take that off of
Yep.
what my roll will be.
Okay.
Hello. There it
So
goes.
attack number 1. Okay. -4 on that. 21 bludgeoning. You thwack into the man. He's still standing, but he looks like he's been like really hit hard. He's like, holy crap! Ah! I have to roll for dudes. Let me just paste.
This is not good.
Turn.
This has gone horribly wrong.
Don't worry about it. It's hilarious for me.
Sure.
Anyway. Okay.
Snap out of it, guys!
Alright, this door will fly open.
Fuck.
This will have been after... Well, actually, no. They will go first. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not happy. This is not going to be good.
How am I now?
You are good!
That sounds good.
Yeah. It was Discord, by the way, that was making me sound like crazy.
Okay, you don't have...
Because I kept listening to myself on my computer, and I was fine.
I would get an attack of opportunity on him.
On that movement?
Yeah, because he's coming into my squares.
I thought... No, not coming into. Moving a square that you're threatening. Right?
I threatened that square.
Yeah, he's moving into that, not leaving that one, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Shit,
Yeah, they're moving in close. This one will only take a step forward, and he's just fucking. What's your AC?
My AC currently is
He doesn't hit
22.
you. He brings out a club and tries to hit you. You know. Anyway, so officially now after that, the two fascinated people will no longer be fascinated. And we will go now officially to the top of the order with Ivona.
What is it to blow this stupid whistle?
I'll say it can be a move. You could have it prepared.
Right, well, I blow the whistle and I do nothing else because I can't see anyone else.
Okay. Just gonna put some people on the map just in case they're needed. Alright, dog whistled. Ada,
Yeah.
you hear a dog whistle.
Okay. Well, if they, I'm gonna turn to the Zardris
Cleric?
and go. Yeah, and okay, that's the sign. I'm gonna go break down the front door.
Good luck.
Or should we go in the back? I ask, should we go in the back? Or should we go in the back?
I have no
Or are
idea
you
what
not
they
joining
need
me?
or where they are.
They gave the signal. The signal that they're in trouble. I presume they are where they said they would go, up the top room. Are you going to join me in the entrance, dramatic entrance, or are you going to
get
stay?
the door open?
Okay. I go and I tear at the door with my claws.
All right. I need door. Let me look up door stats. I have door stats and hit points. Great. Roll damage. You ignore all the hardness of the door.
Fun. I'll just do this one. Whatever. They're all pretty much the same.
Alright, so you did some good deep slashes in the door. The door looks damaged, but it hasn't been dropped.
Oh, okay. So the 2 attacks is not enough?
No.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
But it definitely looks like the door has perhaps gained the damage condition, aka you did over half its health, at least.
Okay.
Roll initiative for you two, I guess. We'll figure out where you are on the initiative.
I probably won't get into combat. I am wearing armor. I have movement penalties.
20 movement speed. Lighting's not going to be in this combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
With an 8 of roll
so I'm
for
not gonna
initiative.
roll because it's going to take me forever to get there.
Gotcha.
I
Well,
mean,
you can
you
still
summon-
cast. You can still summon the things in the bottom floor.
That
Try to
is
help
gonna
and distract.
you. They're rats, and
Where's,
I don't want to.
where's my character?
I don't want to have Khandes
Your
roll
character would be
initiative
down here in
a
front of the
bunch
door.
rats.
Okay, hold on.
It might distract the guards on the lower level.
Well,
though,
you'd
is
be
what I'm
like
thinking.
right here because you haven't quite entered
Yeah,
the building.
I know. I'm just doing that so I can roll initiative because I have to be on the board to roll initiative.
Yeah. Alright, so you're at 16. But you've already acted this turn. Khandes, what are you doing?
I guess I am going to, because they're right up in my grill now.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's a
will.
lot smaller than described.
I am going to try to claw and cleave it, since I do have a 10-foot reach with my claws,
Ah.
and I can cleave into the guy behind him. So let's see if that works. Just double check something. Yeah,
I think you have to hit and then you can cleave into the next one.
yeah. So I think even with taking the penalty,
Are you taking the -4 and like just like
Yeah.
basically back claw them? Then yeah, that
Yeah.
hits.
and I'll roll the. Well, let me roll the damage just for the hell of it on that guy.
Let's roll that damage on that guy. Oh yeah, you thwack that guy in the face, and like you can see like some teeth, like you can hear some chattering in his mask, because you're pretty sure he just knocked teeth out. As this guy's unconscious, I'm just gonna delete him from the board. He's just unconscious due to that.
And then let me roll my higher attack on the second one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll kind of like you'll backhand the one and have him fly into the other. We'll say thematically, and he'll kind of get thwacked too. He'll be like "Oof," and be still standing. But you get a second attack. Oh no, you cleaved. That's
No,
right.
I cleaved. Yeah. That made more sense than actually doing 2 attacks for me, because
Tavel!
full attack bonus.
All of a sudden, you snap out of it. You're like your mind clears away, and you're like, whoa, jeez.
Never again.
Mhm.
I'm going to do a little bit
You
of
see one body on the floor at the moment.
No, did I add them to the turn order?
a bit of a walk.
I did not.
Over here.
I forgot. Sorry, I have to add someone else to turn order. Where the
Probably
fuck
the
is
Grey
this?
Maidens.
Yeah, where the hell's their stats? There's your stats. What do you get as a bonus? Not a lot.
I'm going to do a little bit of a
Okay. Yeah, yeah. it's
attack.
fine. Okay.
on this one with the bow.
Okay. 31 would hit. You will do 5 damage. Still conscious. Oh, I'm sorry. Wouldn't it be +1 because of
It'll have
point blank?
+1 and then +2 more. We-
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, the damage-wise? No. Just
Yeah.
wisdom.
Okay. Alright. They'll go. Rawr. I mean, you're in the worst possible position for them, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, what's your AC?
22.
Whack! You get clubbed. You've been clubbed. How much damage does this deal? Fucking hell. 3 damage.
2 damage, because I have DR now.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
Man, club crit.
10 damage.
Is that with the DR of 1?
No, it's before the DR.
So 9,
he just
10,
smacks you perfectly in the shin, and it's just like, oh, your leg.
He hits you right in that spot that makes you kick outwards. Funny bone version of your knee.
All right.
They're also not very smart, because now they're both. I can cleave into them both.
I mean, it's what they're just.
Yeah, I know.
What is your speed? Not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, I'll be honest, though. You still might be helpful, Zardris, because I suspect I'm not going to get very far before fighting things.
Okay. Ivona, what do you want to do? Momo?
Was measuring things.
You're muted if you didn't know.
Okay, whatever. Are any of these people in these beds alive?
I'm going to say yes, they currently are.
Well, then I can't do shit.
Mhm.
So what do you want? I'm an AoE wizard. There'll be too much collateral damage.
I know, for a second my brain thought you were gonna I cast Raise Dead.
I don't raise zombies.
You don't raise zombies.
Raise Zombies, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you get us out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch these two, and I'm gonna teleport us down here.
So the
to a
front
better
door?
position. Yeah.
Okay. Then you're all at the front door right now.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm you see me rending the door.
Khandes, I guess I'll move
down
you.
here now. You need to remove the darkness.
Oh, so you're just oh, sorry. I forget if there's darkness there because it's just
Yeah.
it's
Outside,
just
yeah.
it's just outside. Did that actually
Nope.
work or
No.
did-
No. If you
I'm
don't
half.
have any
I'm
darkness-
half.
I think I
obscured.
have to refresh roll 20. So let me. No, I don't want to do that.
Are we going back in? Since you didn't say, "Hey, I'm teleporting us back outside," I'm just like, "What the?"
Oh, I thought I wrote that too.
We run.
We need the information from within this building.
We clear it out.
I guess I'll attack the door.
I mean, you could just delay till right after me, and I'll break it open.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if you do enough
I'll go-
damage.
I mean, I ignore hardness. He does not.
Yeah.
That's true.
Although, yeah,
Khandes has
I
a
mean, you
strength
are-
character though.
that's true too. He does have a lot more damage because he's raging.
All right. Yes, if you want to, whoever wants to roll.
I'll try to break it open. What the hell?
Sure. Okay.
Also, remove the black.
Oh yes, that's right. Now I got it. Now it's working.
Also, Lightning, you might want to be part of this now since we're all right here.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. The door bursts open as you do enough damage to finally break it open, as the doors are destroyed now. The lady isn't here anymore, and yeah.
I guess I'll at least move in.
Don't, because we're gonna figure it out next time. I'm gonna say, because
that would have been at the end of my turn. I would have.
I know. I might have people redo initiative because everything's out of combat kind of now. You broke combat technically, so we might redo initiative because.
Does that mean my rage ended?
I can say you've at least maintained it for this turn by smashing a door. We'll see if it ends or not before you get into combat. You know?
Okay.
We'll just have you re-roll initiative. We'll kind of play it by ear for your rage and stuff like that. But there's a good spot to end it where, like, the night, we can worry
this
about.
Went poorly.
I mean, it went. Yeah.
If I could have knocked the guy out, it would have been awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been good, and you did a lot of damage to him, honestly.
Yeah. Also kind of sucks that he charmed like half the people.
The thing is, he can't be aggressive to those people then, and he has to be careful about being aggressive in general, not to break it.
I think it's funny that the person who I think has like one of the lower wisdom saves made it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think I have the lowest.
I get +4.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, he's much rather not get into a fight, but if he did technically try to kill you guys, he could have been pretty mean to fight.
I mean, I believe it.
It's like...
I have a +2 will save.
Yeah.
Okay. The only reason I have a +4 is because I got the cloak.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a fighter, right? Yeah, fighters are pretty bad with their will saves.
I don't wisdom, so I had a -8 wisdom.
Oh, you also have a negative. Okay, yeah, that doesn't help.
Well, I used to. I now have a 10.
He used his power of Bard. Congratulations. I'm gonna tell you right now.
At 7th level, fighters have a 2 to their will save. So yeah. No,
Lynn is not a fighter.
He's not going to be getting away just the way that he thought he would, because turns out you stole something from him that he needed to escape.
That's what I figured too.
I'm like, well, he can try to get away, but he's not going to.
Right.
Problem is now we have to fight a bunch of Grey Maidens.
Oh man.
Have you considered they may not be Grey Maidens?
Yeah.
True.
What the fuck is that?
I think that's unlikely given this place. I think it's more likely they don't know that the head is a terrible person.
Or they're in on it.
Yeah, or they know.
Oh, man.
Or they're all cultists wearing.
Fucking can't get through that. That's probably what he's going to be working at the entire goddamn time. Well,
yeah, that would make sense, because why would you need so many Grey Maidens in a hospital ward?
I mean, they only had 6 of them.
That's still... You have it. That's 6 active. You probably would have 6 not active too.
Yeah.
This is also supposed to be like the Queen's main hub for curing things.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave it here. We'll figure it out next time. I have to figure
There's a lot
out
of guards
stuff.
for a hospital, though.
Well, look, no. There's a bunch of different triggers for when going here that could have changed different things. And I had to figure out, what you triggered and what you didn't trigger. And it's one of those unfortunate things about, because, how the people react to your visit. Because it's you did give a day in between, and it gave me, I have to think about what they were planning and doing and stuff like that, Anyway, I definitely... kind of know what's going on a little bit. We'll worry about next time though. It'll be funny. you'll kick some ass, honestly.
We're basically just gonna have to fight a bunch of Grey Maidens.
I mean, they have numbers, but they don't have strength, honestly. Those dudes, the guy crit Joe to do damage to him.
No, I know.
Main concern is there's a large number of civilians. I'm an AoE wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't use any of my spells.
Yeah.
This is definitely an area where it's very dangerous because there's a lot of civilians. They're using them as protection in a way. But
Well, summon the rats. They can help.
No. Waste of a spell slot.
I mean, you prepared it anyway.
Yeah, I don't want to roll it because then I have to track a bunch of monster, and they're just going to be a waste of time on the initiative.
I'm gonna have to.
They can deal. The ads can deal with the ads.
No.
I'll have to put this all together into like 2 groups of doctors, 3 groups of Grey Maidens, and get them all dotted up so I know where all the movement is on the board. So yeah, I'll work on that in the interim. In the meantime, hey, hope everybody enjoyed. This kind of was interesting. It was an interesting end up of things. You honestly got a lot of information from someone rolling a 1. You got a lot of good stuff from 2 1s. Got you some really good stuff.
Yeah.
And I've just been chuckling the entire time you guys goddamn stole his button.
So the buttons for like an escape hatch?
You'll find out.
Okay.
But basically, you know, he probably knew the button was missing, but was like, you know, we're not worrying about it as much until now. So now he has to concern because he's missing it. Anyway, let's give some shout outs. Joe, do you want to shout anything out? Sure. Lightning.
Eek.
Okay, that too, definitely. Lynn?
I give out a shout out to cats of all cats, for cats by cats.
There are plenty of good cats. Good kitties. Momo?
I shout out Lynn's favorite cat.
You hear that, cat? You've been shouted out. Oh.
Oh.
She says thank you.
Lightning.
I already went.
I mean, Worm.
I'm Diamond Worm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWorm or @DiamondWorm on Twitter. I stream Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Usually.
Cool.
I stream a lot now. I mean, I also take days off quite often too because I'm exhausted from 8 hours work 5 days a week. But but yeah.
Miss Picasso hates you.
Alright, and
Anyway,
myself,
that's about it.
Dracovin. I'm here most days. I'll be back tomorrow with some more tabletop stuff. We'll be talking Pathfinder topics, so if you want to learn some Pathfinder lore, that's a good day for it. Friday, I'll hopefully finally, after a very busy week where I've had to cancel 2 streams, get back to and maybe finish the Parasite Evil 2 randomizer, which has been very fun, and I was hoping to get back to it even today. But plans change, life. I'll tell stories about it. And yeah, that's about it. We'll be back next week, same time as we started, at 9 p.m. EST for Core Crimson Queen. Discuss Tabletop Saturday at 6. The tabletop stuff usually stands around 1 or 2 early afternoon, so make sure to check it out. Discord, Twitter will tell people, which is my social media, when the exact times of starting. Link down below. And then if you want to check me out for other tabletop stuff on Saturdays, it's in the morning. And yeah, that's all the stream stuff. And you can always check it out on YouTube, all my tabletop stuff. That's where it goes up. Anyway, alright everybody, have a good night. Bye.